Peace and love, black families. The Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson. I want to give a shout out to Black Ice TV. Make sure you watch it, support it. The news you can use, the information you can use. Youth, Pan-Africanism, economics, family, community. Make sure you support Black Ice TV because Dr. Umar Johnson does.
Sacred. On the die, mother and father is the basics. Rise like it's supposed to slip out the matrix. Still dumbstruck, thinking this is entertainment. Escape to reality. Most lives I'll keep you.
This is BLACKICETV7. We're at Screen Nation with the man Richie and the man Mr. Riggs. We're now coming to you live and direct from the actual Screen Nation. Love and peace. It's all about the African diaspora. Loving it. Yes, sir. Selassie, long time. We needed you. We need the food.
I should have brought cake with me. Actually.
I know. Even a vegetarian one, as everyone's going to vegan these days. Yeah. Now, what I wanted to ask is, you know, like you're doing this thing, and are you looking to establish yourself in the forms of business and creating like a shop or?
Yes, I mean. I'm loving what I'm doing at the moment because Bake Off opens a lot of doors for you. So I'm using this time as practice for myself and learning a bit more about the culinary industry. So hopefully in a few, I don't know how long, but the plan is to own my own bakery restaurant somewhere. Bakery. So I'm working on it.
I want to ask you a question though.
Yes.
If you had the opportunity and you had your shop, would you employ your own people into the shop?
I'll employ anyone and everyone that's capable of baking, of doing the job. Yeah.
And would you give back? What would you, if you was really? So you made your legacy. What would you give back to the community? Come on.
I'll probably run a lot of cooking schools for the young, and it's great. And I do a lot of charity work anyway.
Yeah, because you know it's about the new generation. Generation going.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
And I still get a lot of like letters and messages from. Little kids that are saying, "Oh, you inspired me to bake," and all that, and it's quite sweet. It's quite cool just getting that. So
what would I say? What is your next agenda or program, or what you're planning to do?
Next agenda, I've got a motorbike trip coming up in June.
Okay.
So I'm traveling across Europe, and the aim is to just visit bakeries and restaurants to learn a bit more about different kinds of bakes out there.
Okay. I want you to do a shout out to our community, right?
Yeah.
I just want you to promote and say BLACKICETV7 bakery or whatever, how you perceive to give it to the public.
Okay.
It's there, and just put your own ingredients in it.
Okay. I've never done a shout out before.
Yeah.
So it's Selassie here, obviously talking live with Black Ice TV, and keep doing what you do. And if you're a fan of baking, keep baking. You'll have a chocolate cake, and I'll send you a chocolate cake one day, hopefully, when I open my bakery. Yeah.
Thank you, Selassie, and we'll see you inside.
Thank you.
This is Black Ice TV. Terry Riggs in the place, and we have the most beautiful woman in the world, Sandra, from the Google box, but she's moved on now. She's getting into more experienced stuff. Come on, tell us what you've been up to.
I'm doing quite a few shows, new shows and shows that you do know about, but
So what's the
keep
secret?
watching. I can't tell you.
You know, because I want to know that youth.
But it's very, very good. Very good. Very
All right then. So what I was going to say to you, if you had a legacy and you established to where you need to be and you wanted to give back to your community, what would you do to give back to your community?
Build more schools and community centres for the youths because they need more role models. So this is what we need to do. But plus, I want to build my own school. I want to build a couple of schools all over the country.
All over the country.
Yeah.
And for your last goal in life,
yes,
what is the legacy that you want to put down for yourself?
That I've left behind. I've left behind that people can aim for their goals and achieve it and achieve what they aim for. Go for it. And
so, what would you give to the community out there?
Listen, as I always say, you know, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah,
so
knowledge is power.
I want you to big up BLACKICETV7 in your way of bigging up.
Sandy Gogglebox in the house, but yes, Sandy Bogle keeping it real. Big up.
Black Eyes TV7.
Black Eyes TV7 in the house, keeping it real. Bruh.
Yeah, it's all about the black people, all the people. Keep it real. You ready? This is Black Eyes TV7. This is Terry Riggs and the man and the one and only man from Made in Chelsea.
What's going on? How are you, boss?
I'm okay.
Good,
What is your inspirations today?
Listen, I'm excited to be here. You know,
okay.
a lot of people are tweeting, Akin, you know, Screen Nation Awards, what you're going to be wearing, what you're going to be expecting, all the rest of it. For me, it's my first time at an award show. I'm happy that I'm up for an award today. So Reality Newcomer of the Year, I think, is the award.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a really huge thing. And if I win that, that'll be great. You know, I've got Mum here. I've got the old dear here with me tonight.
Okay.
But no, look, just excited to be here, truth be told. And excited to see what's going to happen.
What inspired you to wear the outfit that you're wearing? Because I can see some fashion coming out of you.
You know what? I have a family full of women.
Yeah.
Honestly, full of women.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, so I'm an only child, but my mum's got 4 sisters, their kids, so my cousins, majority girls. So growing up, I was around fashion and attention to detail and grooming and all the rest of it. And that's, you know, stuck with me now. So still at 27 years old, I've got to keep it fresh, man, for sure.
So what's your plan and your aspirations of moving forward within the business world, and what are you planning to do?
So I'm a sports agent. That's what I do. So I handle the sponsorships for football and rugby players.
Okay.
So I started my agency about 2.5 years ago. So everything's been going great there. We work with some top boys in the Premiership in football and the English rugby in terms of the rugby game. So moving forward, it's about growing that. We want to get into the US market, so get into the NFL and the NBA. And then with everything that's happening in terms of
like when a lot of people say that, you know, when you get to a certain level within your status, and they say, oh yeah, but they don't give back, they don't do this for us. But what is your aspirations to give back to that community?
It's so important. Like, I can't stress enough how, you know, when I was a youngster growing up, I looked at, you know, sports always been my thing. So I'd look at Thierry Henry and guys like that and, you know, see what they were doing and try to emulate it and do the same. And hopefully now there are young kids at school watching Made in Chelsea or, you know, on my Instagram or on my Twitter, looking at how I do it, and saying, right, it's not just about the sport. We can be a sports agent. We can be a personality on TV. We can be a whole range of things. So in terms of giving back, it's about me presenting myself in the right way. It's that simple. You know, I grew up, Stoke Newington's home for me, middle of Hackney. So, you know, it's...
The northeast side.
Yeah, the northeast sides. And it can get represented, but it can get a bit murky at times. But also, if you follow a path and you follow a goal, then you can end up... And I hopefully, as I said, I'm an example. You can end up being a success and doing successful things. So for me, it's about doing what I do day in, day out, taking care of myself, my personality, my persona, and hopefully young kids looking at that can say, right, we want to do the same, and then we'll go from there.
Let's do one more thing. I just want you to say, big up Black Eyes TV, and say, Made in Chelsea.
All right. Listen, Akin SC here from Made in Chelsea. Big up Black Eyes TV all day long.
History is there and the rest can't change it. Schools don't teach it. Sacred is sacred. On a dime, mother and father is the basics. Rise like you're supposed to slip out the matrix. Still dumbstruck thinking this is entertainment. Escape to reality. Most lives
I keep it raw like Sarasetti. Hotep, but if you're an enemy, you catch a broke net. Bang on the system like bullets from barrels released. Zulu Kemetic like African Bombata. The beast got a hold of the streets, rectify it like Malcolm. Watch your friends and your enemies, never doubt them. Never should you participate in their traditions, cause when you do, you put your own life into submission. Who's the victim? Tell me who the fuck will listen and step up and take charge. Most are caught slipping. If you don't stand for nothing, fam, then you fall for anything. Knowledge reigns supreme, give your team the mental